Hello, Wyatt Walleroos. Welcome back. Happy new school year. I'm excited you guys are here. Welcome to those of you that are new that are joining us here at Wyatt. You're going to have an awesome time, and the art room's the best. I'm so excited for this year. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to do a lot of different things with different mediums. We're going to use clay, paint, we're going to do digital photography, and use different apps on the iPads. We're going to do a lot of fun stuff. And so we'll get to dabble in all sorts of different things in the arts, and you will love it. Today I'm going to take you on a little tour showing you some of the important things in the art room, some of the rules, procedures, and maybe things you haven't seen before. So for some of you this is brand new, for some of you this is a review, but at the end of this you are going to have a scavenger hunt, and the scavenger hunt will be easy if you're paying attention. So make sure to pay attention and listen carefully, and we'll have a lot of fun. Okay? Bye.
Okay, this is the front of the classroom. Right when you come in, you'll notice tape everywhere. Tape basically means stop, don't pass this point, and I'll explain that as you're walking in the classroom. Right here is mine today. I was successful at wall. This is for you to be able to put post-it notes of things you did well today. It does not have to be art related. It could be today I was a good friend and I helped someone, or today I actually got out of bed without my parents having to pull me. So you can put whatever you want. Over here are the post-it notes, and there will be pencils over here as well. But that's for you to add to our wall.
Now, please make sure you're only doing the post-its during independent work time. Please not right in the middle of a lesson or something else. Also, when we're lining up, that's a great time. Here's also the bathroom passes. My rule is that you can go to the bathroom during your independent work time. So if we're at our desks working, that's a great time to go. Just take the pass, put it on your desk, the bathroom's down the hall, and then just come back. Now, if Miss Vaughn's teaching up at the front, not a good time to go to the bathroom. But go ahead and use those as you need. You don't have to sit there and ask me permission every time you need to go. I've got Band-Aids, I've got the date, we've got a big huge trash can here that you'll use a ton, and then up here some schedules. This right here is my tissue holder, and I know it's creepy. This is based off Edvard Munch's The Scream, which is a famous painting, and the tissue comes right out of his mouth. I promise it's clean. It has not been used. It's just a silly little artist thing. Over here, this is my supply room, and right now it's semi-clean. This is where I keep paint and paper. This is not somewhere you're going to come and chill during class. We will come chill out here during a drill. So during some of our safety drills, we will come sit in the closet. But other than that, we won't be in here. So we'll practice those safety drills just coming in the closet, closing the door, maybe turning the lights off and having a little powwow. So you can see I keep paintbrushes, paint, all sorts of fun goodies in here. You can see what we're going to be creating. Just for fun, this is a room you'll never go in, but this is my kiln room. This is where we fire clay, and it gets up to about 2,000 degrees in here, and I'll fire all of your clay in the kiln room. And so that's kind of exciting. You can see all the clay over here waiting for you guys to make amazing products and cool things from. Okay, every day when we start class, we will start on the floor. By the whiteboard, I'll usually be sitting in the chair. I would like you to be able to sit on the floor. That doesn't mean at a desk or underneath the sink or anywhere else. If you can sit there, I'll explain today's lesson. Sometimes if we're in the middle of something, I may just have instructions on the board and you may go straight to your desks. But we should start every class period here on the floor. For those of you that come in quietly and transition well, I will have lots of art rewards for them, and so you'll want to earn those because you'll want things from the treasure box. So that's how we'll start our class. Okay, let's say we're starting class. You guys are sitting here on the floor while I'm describing something. I have this little canister and it has a bunch of art rewards. Some of these have been reused from the years, but they still work and they still hold their same value. So what you're going to be doing is I will give you an art reward, oftentimes if you're doing something without having to be asked. If I ask you to sit down, crisscross applesauce, or to be listening, then you're doing what I've asked you to do. But if you did that and no one else is, you will earn an art reward. These are redeemable to me only. What happens is if you get 10 art rewards, then you get to come to my treasure box. My treasure box has finger lights. We're going to have a new thing this year. We're going to have little crayon molds and different things. So There's lots of fun stuff in it. I will probably show you that maybe the second week of school. You'll get to go to the treasure box and turn these in. So save them in a pouch, save them somewhere so that you can earn 10 and then come turn them in. Okay. Okay guys, this ball right here is going to be your clue into what we're doing in art that week. Normally there'll be samples up here and examples, and then on the little sheets of paper that say K1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it will say kind of what we're working on, what skills we're working on developing. So if you ever want to know what's going on, check out over here. Okay guys, check this out. This is my friend. Her name's Mona. Mona Lisa. And most of you guys know what Mona Lisa looks like right now. I want everyone to sit up straight, crisscross applesauce. Show me your best Mona. Show me. Okay, show me. Are you showing me your best Mona? I want to see what Mona Lisa looks like. Now, when I say show me your Mona Lisa, that means you should look like this ravishing beauty right here. Mouth closed, eyes looking, we think she's looking at the speaker. Hands in your lap or wherever. That's what you should look like. Now, I'm going to teach you right now. I'm going to pause the video and show you how to do the Mona Lisa call, so that if I say Mona, you say Lisa, and you look like this, ready to listen.
Okay, one last thing I want to show you is these right here are just some different art facts, maybe about color, about mixing colors, warm and cool colors, and then also the elements of art, which we'll talk about throughout the year, which we'll be working on. So you'll want to know these are up here, and you'll be able to find these other places around the room as well. Because those are very important to art. So keep that in mind. You might need that for later.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the rules in Ms. Vaughn's classroom. This right here is an acronym for artists. You can see it spells out artists. And these are things that artists at Wyatt do. First, they always do their own work. Okay, you don't want, your classmate drawing something for you. Do your own work. Okay, raise your hand. If you have something to say, please raise your hand. Don't interrupt the speaker. T, try their personal best. Very important to do your best. Don't compare yourself to other people. Just do your best. Imagine. Okay, you've got to use a lot of creativity here to imagine. Think of things outside the box. You need to stay in your seat unless you have permission to go get supplies or something else. Talk quietly. We'll talk about the voice levels chart, which I'm sure you've heard a lot about. And then, of course, safely use supplies. Cutting your hair with scissors or coloring on your skin with Sharpie is not safely using supplies, FYI. Okay, this area over here, in this back corner kind of, is where I have public supplies. So this is where you can go and get things you need. There's colored pencils, crayons, markers. These are all fresh for the new year. And then over here I have rulers, thin and thick Sharpies, scissors and small scissors, extra erasers, sometimes some glue, and extra pencils and a pencil sharpener. So if you need supplies, you can come here. I will usually have things that you can come get up here at the supply area. Now, on your desks, let's make a little turn. Hope we don't get sick. Whoa, whoa. Each desk has a tote tray. The tote trays have their own pencils and erasers, and then your own scissors, and there will be some glue in here probably. I've got to figure out how I want to do that. So that's the supplies. Obviously, I want you to safely use all these things and keep them orderly and keep it organized. If at the end of class I find a bunch of Sharpies or crayons or markers in your tote tray, I will ask you to clean it out, okay? Make sure you put everything back where you got it. That's very important and very helpful for your friends. So those are your own supplies at your tote tray. You're in charge of sharpening your own pencils, and making sure that everything in here is fresh. Okay, this is new this year. This is my Create Corner. This is going to be open when you have finished all of your work and also done everything that Ms. Vaughn wants you to and done it to a good quality. If you've finished, you may come back to the Create Corner, and there'll be different types of things back here to do. But most importantly, which I know you guys really care about, this tower of drawers has free draw paper. Notice how they're labeled free draw. The limit is 2. Please only take 2 pieces of paper. Sometimes I'll have colored paper as well. Sometimes I'll have like coloring sheets and mandalays. But this is where you can take free draw paper. There are clipboards. There'll be markers, crayons. Over here, there's also some drawing books you can use. There's some texture plates back here, and there'll probably be some random toys and other things to play with, kind of like a maker space. Please do not use the paper out of the drawers that are not labeled. That's for me. So you can come back here, either sit on the couch or sit on the floor, or you can take things back to your area. That's totally fine. This is our create area. Again, it's only open when Ms. Vaughn says it's open, so you can't just do 5 minutes of work and then come chill back here. But this will be a good place to hang out when you are done, when you put your paper, your painting, whatever, on the drying rack, and you're ready to, and your area is clean, very important. And then you're ready to do some free draw. Back here we'll also have some iPads and other things that will be by permission only as well. So that's a little bit of the room. Let's see if I can try not to make you sick and show you everything. One last thing I'm going to talk about are the sinks.
Okay guys, one last thing. These are my sinks right here. This year I've put some tape down on the floor. When you're using the sink, only one person should be using the sink. So if one person's at the sink, you need to be behind the tape line. I have paper towels and soap over here, and then more paper towels over here. Please make sure you turn the sink off. Make sure it's all the way off. Please make sure that you don't leave a mess. Notice how the sink is so nice and clean. If you're using a paintbrush, you need to thoroughly clean your paintbrush. Okay, unless Ms. Vaughn's told you otherwise. This is Garrian where you would do that. So, hopefully I answered all your questions, but
you guys, you've been rock stars watching this whole time. Thank you so much. 2 things I want you to remember. Number 1, please remember what day your art day is. Okay, so whatever it is, you want to remember. Number 2, when you remember, go home, tell mom and dad, hey, on my art day, which happens to be, let's say, Tuesday. On Tuesday, I better not wear my best dress. I better not wear my best tuxedo, you know, my nicest shoes or anything, because we might get pretty messy. And so make sure that you dress appropriately. I know art day is kind of fun because you get to wear maybe like your non-running shoes or different things. But just don't wear the nicest clothes you have. We do have smocks and everything else. So you guys are awesome. If you ever have questions, please let me know. Come to me. This is a fun place where you're safe to create, safe to try out new ideas, try new things, and just have a lot of fun. And so I hope you guys are excited for a great year. It's going to be awesome. Okay, bye.